higher self, the consciousness, who you are, out of 84 million species and 8 billion people, we are the lucky few to sit here today to experience Paramashiva as reality. Once we prepare ourselves, the initiation of Bhagavan, Devi, simply manifest in us as reality. How we can experience all the initiation into our true consciousness when we go beyond the fear and greed, the gravitational force and electromagnetic force, which we are continuously only in a delusion. So we are attracting only the wrong things. But when we understand from a higher cognition, powerful cognition, that Paramashiva is real, and we are also in this body, and all that we are experiencing is nothing but a dream, a delusion. When we wake up to the reality, Paramashiva is real. The initiation, whatever Bhagavan gives, simply becomes our superconscious space. The Paramashiva manifest, reflects in our brain as superconscious space where we can manifest all the greater signs of reality. Here, the Nayanar beautifully in Apta Pramana clearly shows how these Nayanars lived on planet Earth. This is Tirunavakarasar. He once was going to all the temple, visiting temples, and he was very hungry and thirsty. To a great surprise, Bhagavan himself, Paramashiva himself, packs his lunch and creates literally a restaurant where he goes and eats, and he creates a water body where he takes bath, drinks, and after that few minutes later then he walks past it and turns back. Nothing is available there. He was so surprised. How did all that appear, and how Paramashiva himself came to feed him when he was very aligned to only hold Paramashiva is real, and only as his thought, words and action, and seeing everything, everyone as Paramashiva as his reality. Simply he manifested even a restaurant. That's why Bhagavan says, it is harder to make the food into blood than create a restaurant for you to bring the food to you. It is much easier to manifest that reality than what is happening in your body with so many complications, your trillion cells each day. To produce all that you are experiencing is much more complicated than the manifestation. Bhagavan says, simply he can manifest all the reality for you as abundance and auspiciousness. Beautifully, Bhagavan speaks in the Atma Pramana, the higher consciousness, how when we align to the cosmic consciousness, we can manifest all the reality.
Sadashivatva in you, you are hardwired for it. It's not that your Sadashivatva is gift from somebody, no. Understand? Just like how when you fall asleep, you put an alarm and tell the alarm, hey, wake me up tomorrow morning. Same way, that's exactly the way I sent my gurus. I sent my gurus to the planet Earth ahead of me and said, hey, I'm coming. Wake me up when I assume the human body. See, assuming the human body is almost like for you guys, how entering into deep sleep and dream state. It's exactly the same way for me to enter into the Jagrat state and assume the human body. My alarm clocks were my gurus. Hey, wake me up. Understand? They just reminded me to fall in love with my higher personality, Sadashiva. Aranagiri Yogeshwara is nothing but all my fantasy, how I wanted a guru to be enjoyed. It personified and became reality is Aranagiri Yogeshwara. How best way the guru should be enjoyed. That personification is Aranagiri Yogeshwara. He is nothing but helping me to fall in love with my higher personality. Who is Aranagiri Yogeshwara again? Understand? From outside, he made me fall in love with him. From inside, he made me fall in love with him. Actually, a chaste love. There's two types of love. Exploiting, sucking love, and a chaste love. A chaste love, when it opens, first thing you will feel, I'll be integrated to him. What a being. This exploiting, Sucking love means, let me possess and do what I can, get what I can get out of him. A chaste love means the moment you fall in love, I have decided I'll be integrated to him from my core. That is the first decision I took when I had Darshan of Arunagiri Yogeshwara. Wow. Of course, I did not measure or I did not understand him. I just know he is something which is more than what I expected as possibility, or whatever I know as possibility. The moment I understand, I'll be integrated to him. Integrity is nothing but falling in love with higher personality of you, higher side of you. It's romance with the higher side of you. It's romance with a higher possibility of you. I saw Arunagiri Yogeshwara as my higher possibility, my higher personality. When I fell in love with him, when I decided to be integrated to him, it just became flowering of me. Understand? In the ethics of Kailasa, see, the ethics of Kailasa is the laws of secret life. See, in the planet Earth, the laws of the public life prevails. In Devaloka or Asuraloka, laws of personal life, private life prevails. Understanding between you and Devendra, understanding between you and that Bahubali or Mahabali, whoever, head of the Asuraloka, that's all matters in those lokas. But in Kailasa, no law other than your integrity to love for Sadashiva. Nothing else matters. No law exists. Being in Bhuloka means you are part of somebody's public life. Being in Devaloka or Asuraloka means you are part of somebody's private life. Laws of private life applies. In Kailasa, only the laws of secret life applies. There is no law, there is no rule. Integrity to love. In that plane of ethics, the individual revered, the individual's decision to be integrated or not integrated is highly revered. When Sati wanted to leave Kailasa, I tried to support her and make her understand. But when she is adamant, I sent Veerabhadra to destroy Daksha but did not protect Sati. Understand? How much of time it would have taken for Veerabhadra to protect Sati instead of destroying Daksha? But the instruction was destroy Daksha, not protect Sati. Understand? She is Adisakti herself. She took another one body, became Parvati, came, all that is great. But the moment she decided out of her will to step out of Kailasa, yes, okay. If that is what has to happen to your body, that is what you have decided, nobody can stop. Then Veerabhadra was sent to destroy Daksha, to teach lesson to Daksha, but not to protect Sati. Can Nandi miss? No. Can Veerabhadra miss? No. They were not instructed to protect Sati. The moment you decide, your will is respected. Understand? When you fall in love, other than your will, nothing else is required for integrity. If you are saying, I want to be but I don't know, and if you are believing, I want to be integrated but I don't know, you are a most hypocrite. The area you need to attend is more than completion, falling in love with your higher personality, Guru. I can see very clearly. Whoever is in love with me, they are in love with integrity. Integrity is so smooth for them. When there is no love, you use every methodology to either believe integrity is not possible or cheat that you are already integrated without living it. Understand? The scale to measure whether you are integrated or not, you will manifest Sadashivatva, me. You will manifest the powers I am manifesting. You will manifest everything. That is a scale. That's a scale. Yesterday, one of my Balasant was sitting with me. I was actually doing research on some of this temple construction. Finally, I decided, let me watch Rajaraj Cholan. There was a old kind of a Tamil. I can say it, I should not even say it is a movie because it is not done cinematically. It is done more in those days, movie. Very mom shop, pop shop, homegrown. So I wanted to watch that to catch some glimpse of how he would have built the temple. Have they done some research and presented? I was sitting and watching with her. After some time I asked her, how do you feel sitting in my breathing space? The statement she made, I'm so sure she got me. She said, Swamiji, I'm having the space of listening. The space of listening. When you fall in love, that is what exactly you will feel. When you fall in love, that's exactly you will feel. I thought she's a kid, so maybe maximum she'll tell, I'm feeling joyful, I'm so happy, I'm watching this movie with you, Swamiji. But she's not kid. Or I should say, my kid. I'm experiencing the space of listening, Swamiji. I tell you, when you fall in love, you will only experience the space of listening, integrity. I just know I have a daughter. Because I have not fed that word into her. I only looked at her and she was having a wide smile. I think catching me so close up. Actually, there are scenes where Rajaraj Cholan and his daughter are relating and talking. Whenever she sees those scenes, I'll see a big shy and wide smile will be there on her face. So I thought maybe she's enjoying Rajaraj Cholan's. Rajaraj Cholan had a very sweet daughter. And he was a complete father. I can say he was a complete king and complete father and complete Shiva devotee and complete ruler, a complete hero, a complete being. So I thought maybe she's enjoying the father dimension of Rajaraja. So I just wanted to find out what she's exactly going through. She said, I'm in the space of listening, Swamiji. I thought, oh God, this is my daughter. See, she has said, I'm enjoying the way Rajaraj Cholan and his daughter are relating. Or she has said, I'm so happy I got chance to sit next to you. All that is just love. Understand? Love, becoming, listening, or integrity is what I call literally living enlightenment.
Now let's go to the Shakshi Pramanas. Beautifully, Bhagavan explained how love becomes listening and integrity. Then the surrender completely happens, the higher reality. Here, the devotee in Shakshi Pramana is showcasing how the water level has increased in the cup when the Mahavakya was played and she surrendered to Bhagavan's lotus feet, and simply she saw the increase happening in the water. Today we are going to experience the oneness with Paramashiva and increase the water level. If you have a cup like this transparent, you can have 1 cup of water and take a picture of it. Clearly mark the level of the water. If you do not have a transparent cup, you can still have a cup where you can put your spoon or fork and mark the level of the water. And then at the end of the session, you can again measure the water, whether it is increased or decreased, or you see some changes. Make sure a 5-unit level have increased to verify and justify that power manifestation has happened. If you just feel the Kundalini energy or you feel a little increase, that's good. You are starting to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. Now let's sit straight with the head, neck and spine in a straight line. Bring Parashakti Sundareshwara in your third eye, Devi herself in your third eye. Sit with 25 heads and 75 eyes and 50 hands, continuously holding that Paramashiva space. You are Paramashiva. Beautifully, Bhagavan says that Paramashiva is much larger force than our cognition. Powerful cognition can go up to the weak nuclear force, but more than that, the initiation, and more than that, the conscious reflection. Paramashiva is real. So all this has to happen to you. When life happens to you, you are in the oneness with Paramashiva. So whatever you are holding, that Paramashiva is real, logically don't try to analyze it. Hold that space again and again. That is the Tyaga, your higher self. Bhagavan says, our own higher self, who we are, is nothing but the Guru himself manifesting as our reality. Knowing the higher self, who we are, is Paramashiva is real. All that materialistic world that we are experiencing is only matter. And the superconscious space, when we start understanding the grahas, Bhagavan says, we'll understand the deeper science, how we start understanding the higher reality of us and how we can start manifesting the higher dimensions of us. So absolute unclutching for what you know as the outer world. All that we are perceiving is only a delusion. It is not disappearing. When we wake up from the dream, it does not disappear, but the perception changes. How we understand, we don't go to a doctor when we have an accident in the dream. Same way, all that we are perceiving is only out of confusion, chaos, and all the incompletion. When we understand Paramashiva is ring through me as my reality, this space, simply I can manifest any of the reality. Paramashiva is making it happen as my reality. And beautifully, when you chant, raising your frequency with a deep listening inside you, and more the listening starts awakening in you. More and more Paramashiva starts manifesting as your reality. Bhagavan says the Nirvikalpa Samadhi space, the powerful cognition, is a weak nuclear force. When you prepare yourself in that space, simply the initiation, all the blessings, boons, and all that Bhagavan is showering is on us becomes reality as our own physical reality. So let's sit straight with the head, neck and spine. Sundareshwara, sit as Sundareshwara himself. You're not identified by Sundareshwara. You are Sundareshwara. And that is the real Sundareshwara who is manifesting as your thought, as your word, as your action, as your senses. All that you have in the body, the physical materialistic world, is only a utility to showcase the higher consciousness is real. Again and again, Paramashiva is making us understand the purpose why we are here, to manifest Paramashiva in all of us as physical reality. Now, let's entangle with Bhagavan in quantum space and start chanting the Mahavakya intensely from your navel center with a deep breathing and deep listening. Whatever you're chanting, go back to the listening again and again to the listening space. That is the Tyaga. That is holding your higher self. That is surrendering to Bhagavan's lotus feet. Integrity to who you are. The superconscious space, who you are, and not the materialistic world. And just unclutch from every thought, holding again and again back to the chanting and holding yourself. Paramashiva is real. Sit as Paramashiva, manifesting all these powers of Paramashiva. Let's start chanting the Mahavakya to experience the oneness and manifest Ashtama Shakti, increasing the level of the water in the cup.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us.
Paramashivoham, 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 Paramashivoham.
Paramashiva, overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us.
Paramashivoham, 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 Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham,
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes.
Paramashivoham,
Let the Amrita pour. Let the Varni open up. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham,
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes.
Paramashivoham,
Let the Amrita pour. Let the Varni open up.
Paramashivoham,
Manifest in all of us.
Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham.
So beautiful. Whatever Paramashiva has given as prasada, please go ahead and measure. Now again, authentically measure it twice so that you know that it is increasing authentically. And if you're marked on the spoon, if it has gone the water in the spoon or outside the glass, please take a picture of that. We'll have one more cycle. All that Bhagavan is showing us is Paramashiva is real, giving a small exercise to show that Paramashiva is real in each one of us, manifesting Guru himself as our reality. Bhagavan beautifully says how a child just breaks a mirror and it says, oh, so many of my kids babies are seen, and the kid doesn't know even that it is its own self, and the mother comes and puts all the glass together and says, hey, it is you who you are. Same way Paramashiva, our own guru, is who we are, the reflection of that in each one of us as reality. Paramashiva is real, and we experience all this, and we experience in our physical reality when the manifestation happens. Deeply surrender how you fall into the deep sleep. Same way, unclutch from everything and fall into the deep space of oneness and deep love and deep gratitude. When you have the gratitude, when you pour the gratitude on Bhagwan's lotus feet, again and again, surrendering all that, whatever you know as your identity at Bhagwan's lotus feet, and raising as Paramashiva is real, taking the responsibility, simply you manifest the higher powers. Now, for a few more minutes, we'll all of us manifesting Paramashiva is real, is so auspiciousness and abundance that each one of us can experience. So sit straight with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Put away your gadgets and start chanting the Mahavakya, entangling with Bhagavan. Make a new mark and new clearly in the water so that you can see it really raise above the level that you have marked. So let's start chanting Mahavakya intensely with a deep listening.
Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham,
Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eye. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham,
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us.
Paramashivoham, 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 Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eye. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
So beautiful. Whatever prasada you received, please share it in tinyurl.com/powermanifestation. All this, Bhagavan says, when you share it with the world again and again, When you know that you are Paramashiva, you see others also as Paramashiva, and more you see others as Paramashiva, you start building a new conscious space as reality. Bhagavan says even the molecular structure in our body, in the brain, starts shifting into the higher consciousness when you surrender, holding everybody as Paramashiva as reality. Let's surrender all this powerful cognition, power manifestation to Bhagwan's lotus feet. Thank Bhagwan for all that showering and such a beautiful darshan, diksha, initiation, power manifestation, powerful cognition, all that Bhagwan is giving for each of us every single day. Let's thank Bhagwan and deeply hold that Paramashiva is real as our reality. And thanking all of you here, manifesting all the powers of Paramashiva and contributing to Kailasha, such an auspicious thing. Whatever you can, always contribute to Kailasha, and simply you'll see the manifestation of Kailasha in your inner space happen so vividly and clearly. All these great signs again and again given to us for making us understand Paramashiva is real, Kailasha is real. So let's thank Bhagwan with a deep earning of Paramashiva is real in thoughts, words, and action, and seeing Paramashiva in each and every one as our reality, holding that as a powerful cognition. Let's end the session with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Paduka Arpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you so much. See you after the next darshan, satsang in Kailash Kotiyar Manifesting Position.